Alright, so as much as I love body work, I gotta go out here and do a lot more of it. Yay. Got sanding discs at Harbor Freight the other day, so I'm gonna put them on my electric sander and sand the hood. And we gotta get all that clear off that's still left in some places. That's when I use the power grinder on it. I don't really feel like hand sanding this whole thing. So anyways, the hood did turn out really well. I hand sanded it. Looks really good. I think it's gonna be as good as new whenever we get it all sanded up here. So like I said, get my power sander out. I'm gonna start on these striped areas, try to get rid of this clear. We still have some clear over here, but I'm just gonna try to blend this right here where these splotches are, and then there's some up here too, which might not be as noticeable since there's some, you know, some primer on it, but yeah, lots to do. So let's get the sander out and get to it. Alright, so we are completely sanded up now. The only thing I need to do is there's some areas where I went through the bare metal, and as you can see I wiped them down. I'm going to wait for that solvent to dry, and then I'm going to hit them with self-etching primer, and then we're going to take it to Jerry's because it's ready to go. I'm going to load this up on the dolly, take the whole car, and it'll blow most of this. Look at the dust. Makes the roof look like it's red. But yeah, I gotta wait for the solvent to dry, and then I'm gonna hit all these spots, and then we're good to go. Alright, so all the bare metal areas are covered. I did have some reactions in a couple spots. I had some fish eyes, as you can see there, and right across the front there. There was a lot of stone chipping across the front right there, so that's probably why it happened. There's probably dirt or something in those stone chips. I did wipe it down pretty good, but it still happened. So Jerry will take care of whatever he needs to make this right for paint. But let's get it loaded up and get it out of here. Since it's going to take me a little bit to get out there, I had to fix a couple things. The scoop, 3 of the mounts busted, so I sanded it with 80 grit and then put plastic weld on it. This stuff, I believe, is going to be a lot better than the other stuff I used. Also, the one flare, all of these mounts, as you can see, were busted. This thing was 2-sided taped on, which I might use 2-sided tape to put it back on, because it actually did hold really strong. But I also want to have pins in it, so it's not just tape holding it on. So that's what I did while I'm traveling. Then this is supposed to set up in 15 minutes. I know it's going to take longer than that, but it'll be a good hour or so till I come back. So these mounts should be set up by then, and then I can start sanding and prepping this for paint. Also, I was out blowing snow there the other day, and I was leaking fuel everywhere on my snowblower. Or yeah, my snowblower, my leaf blower. And I had cracks all through the fuel tank, so I sanded them up and JB welded them in. And I think it's going to hold. I don't know. I haven't really checked it out yet. Gary just got married on the 16th, and he is out until the 26th. So the Mini is not going to get worked on for a little while. That's fine. I'm going to get some footage while I'm out here. We're going to try some drone footage, try some flybys and stuff. I need to test drive this thing, see how it's doing. So let's get it out and take it for a rip. So we have a low tire pressure light, which is probably true. We probably do have low tire pressure. ABS light came back on. Drives good though. I mean, it drives really nice. Now these roads are ice, so I have to really take it easy. But yeah, it drives really good though for being what it is. With the ice around here. Let's get on a little bit. I'm just spinning. This is ice. I can't get on it. It's not getting the traction. Well, that was fun. I really enjoyed the part where I put it on active track and followed myself back down the driveway, and I forgot to hit the record button. That was pretty fun. Yeah, I like that. It was great. Well, my drone batteries need a little bit of time to recharge. Once they get recharged, I think I'm going to go ahead and film my ads for my Infiniti and Camaro. That normally really helps with sales. People get to see the whole way around the car and, you know, hear it run and stuff like that. And Stewie's really excited for it too. Stewie, are you really excited for the drone footage? You're excited. This is my 2012 Chevy Camaro. I'm listing it up for sale. I don't have the title currently. The finance company has it. We'll get the title whenever we go to sell it. I'm listing this up because I just don't drive it. I have other cars that I drive, and I don't drive this one. It just sits most of the time. That's why the miles are so low. They were low when I bought it, and they're low now that I'm selling it. This car is a 6-speed manual. Yes, it is a 3.6 liter V6. It has plenty of power, plenty of pickup. It has 326 horsepower. It's like 280 some foot-pounds of torque. If you're worried about it not being a V8, then this is not the car for you. It is a V6. It gets a decent gas mileage. It rides nice. Everything works. It was Scotch guarded from the factory, undercoated from the factory. This car is as clean as you'll get it for the year. I mean, it is spotless on top and underneath. So if you're interested in the car, it only has 38,000 miles on it. And it is sporty. It looks good. All the tires are good the whole way around, and it's a fun car. If you're interested, hit me up on Facebook and send me a message, and I'll get back to you. first off, this car is an R title. It's a 2007 Infiniti M45. It is a rear-wheel drive, 4.5 liter V8, and it sounds mean. I put one exhaust cutout on it. I didn't want to put two because it's pretty loud with one, and I knew two would be obnoxious. It sounds really good with one, and it is a 2 into 1 into 2, so it's not like it's affecting one bank as opposed to the other. This engine itself has 180,000 miles on it. If you're familiar with these engines, they last well over 200,000. This thing runs and drives great. It is a 5-speed automatic with electronic shift if you want to manually shift it. It has rear steering. Unfortunately, that is one of the things that is not operational on this vehicle. The electric motor itself is shot. I get one code for the RAS, which is the rear angle steering, and it's that motor. It's just shot. I haven't priced them, but the car runs and drives fine without it. The wheels are straight. They don't turn. They're mounted straight where they're at. All the tires are like new. Unfortunately, because of the rear steering not working, that also disables traction control and stability control, so this thing will just spin the tires if you want it to. The only other thing that is not operational on this is the key fobs are not programmed to the vehicle. It has to go to Infiniti to be programmed. They are programmed for the ignition. So if you stick it in this slot, you can start the car and drive it like nothing. There's also a key in there to lock and unlock the door. This car does have Bluetooth connectivity. I had to buy an extra box for that is connected to the XM radio, and you can actually connect your phone and listen to your music through the Bose stereo that is in this car. It has navigation, self-diagnostic reports. You can check your fuel economy, which this car is not the car for you if you're trying to get fuel economy. This 4.8, the best I've gotten out of it is 23 miles a gallon. As for the damage, this thing was hit on the passenger front side. It still has the original fender on it, a new bumper, a new headlight. The hood is original, and everything else is original on it. So I had to do a little bit of body work on the fender. The bumper's brand new. The car looks phenomenal. It's beautiful. It's a pearl white. This car has heated and ventilated seats, a power sunroof. It has dual climate control. This car has everything. It's a luxury V8. It has 345 horsepower, and you feel all 345 of them. The remote cutout is controlled by this remote controlled switch on my keychain. Right now I have the valve closed. If you want to ride quiet and in style, you can hear how quiet it is. And then I push the button. So if you're interested in this car, hit me up on Facebook. It really is a nice car. I'm using it as my daily driver until I do sell it. I have another car that I'm going to put on the road after this. But like I said, hit me up on Facebook, send me a message on Messenger, and I'll get back to you. And well, we're back in the garage, and let me tell you, this plastic welder set up strong. It is really strong. And let's see how it turned out on this. Oh, I just lost one of my mounts. Yeah, that stuff is where it's at. These are very strong now. This just slides in. So there you go. There you have it. I'm going to go ahead and take care of this off camera and get this painted up the way I want it. I'll get some push pins for that. And that's going to be the end of this episode. Now everything has a red haze on it from me sanding that car. Oh, everything does. But that's all, folks. But that's going to be the end of this episode. Now I need to go talk my wife into letting me order the parts for this, so I have something to do next weekend. So if you haven't yet, consider subscribing. hit that like button. Give me a comment. Let me know what you guys want to see. And like I always say, we'll see you on the next episode of
Unwrapped.